had to mold our own plastics out of twigs and spit and bird skeletons.
I got fingers on my lips. Toys that I'm touching, I don't want to put them down. Instead, I want to talk about them. Yes, fresh. Smell the plastic that I crave. I want to shop. I can't be having Bruce Banner. I'm Dr. Rubber Band. I'm Bruce Jenner. And you can call me after dinner. We can talk comic books, but we're here to talk toys. Be proud, make noise.
Back in my day, we had to build our own figures. And today, we are. We're gonna build up and then break down that Build-A-Figure Colossus from the Age of Apocalypse wave. I'm Dylan, and you're dancing with toy lips. 3, 2, 1, let's jam. Hi friends, today we are taking a look at the Hasbro Marvel Legends Colossus Build-A-Figure from the Age of Apocalypse Colossus Build-A-Figure wave. Yes, and I recorded this earlier and I couldn't get over how lame it was and all of the lame things that I'm saying, and I thought I'd just speed it up and say this instead. Hi. This thing is out of control. First impressions, this is fantastic. Pyotr Rasputin, Colossus. A mutant born with the ability to transform his body into living steel. This grants him a tremendous level of durability and strength, and earned him a place among his nation's Soviet super soldiers, along with his brother, Mikhail. When Apocalypse began his conquest of the human world, Mikhail was taken and reborn as one of his horsemen. In the ensuing battle, Pyotr was left for dead, along with the rest of his contingent. He would survive and make his way to America to join Magneto in his fight against the Dark Lord as the X-Man Colossus. On his first mission, Colossus would meet his future wife, a young Kitty Pryde. Over the years, Pyotr would become disillusioned with the constant strife and endless war. He wished to retire, but instead, he and Kitty would accept a new mission: train the next generation of mutants for the war against Apocalypse. On this doomed world, no one escapes their karma. Why you so dark, B? Taking a closer look at Pete here, he just looks fantastic. I mean, as a toy, let's come down here and sweep down. I mean, as like a person, and you were gonna like touch on this dude, this would be horrifying, right? Kitty has got some issues. Oh my god, though, look at the sculpt of this head, the bandana and all of that, the lines in there, the eyes and the teeth. Gotta love that. Just heavy striations. Even weathering and whatnot on these pieces that are just the single color. But that's as depicted, you know what I mean? They've painted these rivets. Have they gone all the way around the back? Yes, they have. Oh, how about that? Yeah, spared no expense here, guys. A wash in the metal parts would be cool, but you could see with the right light, in any lighting, in any situation, you're gonna have light casting shadow and doing its thing there. There's not, I mean, putting my face closer to it in that sense. It's not though. It's all just the one color. He's just made of like 4 colors. There's some white in there, but they are well used, and he's represented really nicely. All over this thing, the armor. One could argue that there could be some diversity of paint on the armor, but again, man, it's all just one flat red. I have these comics. Really nice looking belt. Whatever this thing is, it kind of looked like a really baggy, like one of those tank tops in certain panels, but otherwise it's just some real loose strapping. Do you wrestle this on? Is that okay? Is it like really delicate? Is this hard for him to put this stuff on? Speaking of, though, this version of Peter has been like armored up for a very long time, and some of this armor covers like places that are wounded and like they don't heal, and he's maybe worried that if he reverts back, terrible things will happen to him. Just some sort of incontinuity jazz. Some treads on the boots, just fake. The bottoms are completely flat. He would have no traction outside of that. He's supposed to be able to bulldoze people, man. You need some treads on those boots, Petey. Really happy with the look, though, man. This thing is just stunning. Oh! To articulate the metal man, his head is on this ball joint, kicks way back this far, looks down really far, this nice chest pocket with his massive chest. Even the bandana, it's just a little ball on the end of it, socketed in there, and you can twist that any which way. So that's really fun. lot of personality it adds to just this one menacing face, just twisting the bandana. That's surprising. Oh, and there it goes. So enough of that. I could totally dig on some butterflies here for these big characters especially. So you can get these arms way forward, way back, just to more animate the poses. But he does have these ball jointed. Comes all the way around, how they do, nice and stiff. Bicep cut, yes. Double jointed elbows, and you still don't get past the 90 because of the bulk of the arm and the armor. So why it's like sometimes double and sometimes not, I mean, who can say, right? Money! Give us the money, honey. Give us the money. Don't give them any! Same deal, wrists, you've seen this all before. Ab crunch, way forward. Just blowing open this deal here, which will happen sometimes, but you can get a better look at all that. We already passed that segment, dude. Leans back really well. Let's snap you up. That comes together really easily. Waist twist all the way around. Popping you apart again. What is he thinking? What's wrong with this guy? Legs are socketed in here as such, but it comes way out there. Comes way forward. Back. Yee. But, whatever. What's he going to do with that? Nice thigh cut right at the shorts. That's always beautiful when you can hide that just like that. Knees just come up to about there, though they are double jointed. He is, again, a bulky figure, but you don't get any kind of calf cut with that action. Sometimes I feel like if it's going to be that limited because of the bulk, you might as well go like a single and you could twist it. Maybe I'm crazy. Feet come this far forward, this far backward. Rocker works really well. It bunches up against it right there. But, no, you can get some really dialed in poses with Petey here. Like stewing about his sister, ready to murder some people he cares about, whatever. Good times. Fix yourself.
I'm unstoppable.
Wait. As for accessories, he comes with a couple of hands.
Boo!
Hands are sweet, but an extra head would be rock and roll. And, I don't know, maybe some other stuff. Accessories are always great, man. That's like half the fun of this. That's the reason people will jump ship for like some really lame-looking Fantastic Four in their pajamas because of the oodles and oodles of accessories, say. Even though they cost like 9 times as much. But whatever. Just give us some more accessories, man. I don't know what accessories. You think about it. It's your job. All right. Petey Pablo peaks at about 8 1/8 inches. And here's how he compares to the other Colossi. On the left, we have the classic. And on the right, we have the later astonishing era with beard. You can see where they were making those on a relatively similar body type. Our newfound friend suffers a bit from size creep. I think where they were going there was they wanted him to scale better with the Shadow Cat, and then there being a new Sabretooth who is also larger to scale with the Wild Child, they wanted him to be a little bigger still. And so we have this Colossus, which I think is fantastic. Really stuck on them striations, dog. Get you some. And speaking of, here we have the recently reviewed Katya and Creed. And I am really happy with the way they scale together. Sabretooth is a big guy, but I feel like he should be just a little smaller. In my mind, though, I recall the depictions from the AOA stuff, and Creed is also just massive. But this is fantastic, really. And Kitty is tiny and pointy enough to throw around. What she lacks in durability, she makes up for in intangibility. Go Kitty. Just, stay out of his way. And here we have our mutant powerhouse with our mutant power players, the AOA Magneto and Apocalypse. Bring it all down, Pete. And then the Thick Boys Rumble Society. We have the 2-pack Tempters, Juggernaut, and Hulk. He's not the biggest beast on the block. No, he's not Beast. He's Colossus, silly. For a little fun outside the lines, we have the now-defunct DC Collectibles Red, Love, and Raphael, and the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Red Sun Superman. The McFarlane stuff is 7-inch scale, of course, and that Raph, who the hell knows what their scale is? 5 inches? 7 inches? Those are from the Batman crossover series. How about the recently reviewed Righteous Razar and Velociraptor? And wrapping up the comparisons, it's Spider-Man and Deadpool. What? I gotta have something fun to say every time? What you think this is? Get out.
You will smash the like button.
Okay, excuse me while I break it down. Taking a final look at the Age of Apocalypse Colossus, and this figure is just a beast. I love this thing. This is one of my favorite figures in a while. Favorite BAFs, possibly, in a while. Favorite of the wave overall, second to, say, Sabretooth, which would be the more fair pick. Or is it? Does it matter? Sabretooth is like $23 is what they're up to now. Unless you can get them at like Walmart. I think they were like $20 at Walmart. Maybe it was 23 for those. I don't know. I just paid $20 for the What If figures there. Anyway, what am I trying to say here? $140 about all in if you bought all the figures from the wave to build this sucker, but don't worry, he's probably going on for like $100 on eBay or something. Come on now. But just buy all of the Age of Apocalypse figures in this wave. They're all pretty great. If you like the AOA stuff, what else are you gonna do? You know what I mean? McFarlane's not doing them. Go ahead and open your throats to Hasbro. The real is, I'm sure they pay a ton of money to Marvel to license these figures, so now you're going to pay a ton of money too. And he doesn't have a lot of extra paint detail, or any, really. But, I mean, scrutinizing the comics heavily, there isn't either. Everything is just a flat red, solid red, and there's some yellow, and then he's silver, metallic fellow. That face is just super pissed. I love this as sort of the new body for Colossus. He fits in anywhere. I don't see a need to, like, say, remake all of the Colossi on this frame, but we're thrilled that it's here. In the negatives column, I'd say give us some butterfly cuts for these bruisers, you know? An extra head, so he's not just pissed all the time, but in the comics he was pissed all the time. But don't let me defend that. Sometimes you get BAFs with mad accessories and heads. Let's do that. Let's not forget that these are full-fledged figures too, and you're so like, but here's his arm, and you already got a, Let's pack some more pieces in there, bro. Who cares? Give it to me, baby! As far as what those accessories might be, though, I don't know. Maybe like the bones and guts of the Sugar Man or something. As far as where to pick him up, you can find these all over online right now. Good luck finding him at regular retail. That is my jam. Thrill of the hunt and all that. But don't let him near your guts if you want him to remain uncrushed. But I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5. Favorite of the wave. That's how it should be for a Build-A-Figure. You should be hard-pressed to pick another. Love, peace, and metal grease.
Do svidania! Yeah.